Hello everyone and welcome to Love Talk. And today we're going to be talking about investing in yourself. That's right, because you are the greatest asset, the biggest asset that you have in your life.
So it doesn't matter what happened to you, if your relationship just broke down or if you're feeling stressed out, it doesn't matter. It's important that you invest in yourself, that you eat well, that you study, you treat yourself good.
Yeah, and if you think of you as something that it's always developing, you as a person, you are developing. Even when you retire, you can develop. You develop in terms of knowledge, in terms of your body starts from a child and grows and becomes adult. And even your body, you need to invest in it.
And the mind as well.
Indeed, the mind. So today we're going to be talking about this because the thing is, some people after they get married, they stop investing in looking after themselves.
Yes, some say it's because of lack of time, children, career, but we believe that you can still invest in yourself.
Yeah. Others, after a breakup, they say, you know what's the point? This breakup left me really, really down and out and I just don't care anymore. And the truth is, when you stop investing in you as a person, then your surroundings, your life as a whole can become a lot worse. And this has everything to do with your love life and your relationships. Stay tuned and let's see now what people in the streets said about how important it is to invest in ourselves.
I think it's really important to invest in yourself, even if you're married or short-term relationship or long-term whatever. Just to keep the spark, keep everything going. It's really nice, like, to come home to something nice. And I don't know, I think it's really important that you invest in yourself because then everything just kind of slides out, like it kind of floats out and get all, like you get used to each other. You don't have that excitement going on like you normally have. And I think that's really important to keep going.
We live in a very trendy city, and so I think it's important to look the best as you can. So I do go to the gym, watch what I eat and stuff. So yeah, it's quite important.
Be happy and work on making the other person happy. Not necessarily big things, just, little notes in the morning saying I love you, or, just making a nice meal, or just little jests, I think, that keep the flame going on, and it makes the other person happy and shows them that they're appreciated.
To be honest, there's two sides to it because, there's the first step. Obviously, when you meet someone, it's attraction, physical attraction. So you have to kind of keep up that balance. But once you and that person have that bond, and if it's a deeper relationship, then the aesthetics become a small part of it, and it all goes about the person, their soul, like their attributes, if they're a nice person, if you can get along, if you actually work together. But at the same time, it both goes hand in hand, because if you really do want to be with that person, then you'll make that effort to kind of look nice for them.
I think a woman should be 100% inspired in herself to look after herself, because in order to keep your significant other interested in you, he must desire you, and in order to do that, you have to look after yourself. That's what I think utmost. I believe that a woman should be very secure about herself. I think that confidence and being secure in yourself is an attractive quality, and you will always attract someone. You will always shine through, like my friend said. Yeah.
Try and keep up with the fashions, even though we're older. Try to have a young outlook. Have young friends as well as old friends. So we're a bit with it, hopefully.
To still continue doing a lot of the things which we've done many years ago. Music, cinema, theatre, sport, instead of just sitting on the sofa watching television.
Which we don't do a lot of,
No.
really. No.
All right, I want to introduce to you today Ashley Harris, who's a personal trainer, and he's here with us. And Ashley, when we talk about investing in ourselves, of course, you have to talk about fitness. And you being a personal trainer, what are the biggest excuses that people give you for not wanting to train or to exercise or going to the gym?
I would say the main one that I hear is time. People don't have time. For whatever reason that might be, they say they don't have time because of work or because of childcare or for various other reasons. Another thing I hear is motivation. Some people just can't be bothered to go to the gym. They don't see the benefits and they don't want to invest. And the last thing that I hear is that they can't afford it. This excuse is becoming quite rare now because we've got a lot of budget gyms that are opening for cheaper price, but another thing is money as well.
Yeah, I think money is one of the main things we hear, because you need to pay for the gym membership, you need to buy the gear, right? So a lot of people use this as an excuse, but are there like exercises you can do or gyms you can go to that don't require a lot of money?
Yeah, I mean, a gym that I'm currently working with at the moment is no contract, it's cheap, no more than £15 a month. And so we have a lot of sign-ups and people going there for that very reason.
Yeah, but Ashley was telling us before we started the show that there are people, I mean, how does it work? At the beginning of the year, you said you do most of your business, but what's the percentage of people that drop out?
So at the start, what we do at the start of the year, we have 60% of our business. This is a rule in the fitness industry. 60% of the fitness industry's business is done in the first month, January. And by the start of March, 70% of those people have dropped out.
Yeah, so that's where the motivation comes in.
That's why they bombard me with emails offering me all kinds of deals for gym memberships.
And I remember a show we used to watch, Lena, where the guy tries to go and cancel his gym membership, and they send a beautiful lady to come and deal with his gym membership so that the guy doesn't quit, right? But actually, our producer went to one of your sessions with you, actually. Yeah. And we're going to see how...
Let's see how Monique turned.
Yes, how she did. Ashley tells us that she did quite well. Let's see, and then we'll come right back.
So Ashley, you mentioned earlier about the packages that you tailor to some of your clients. Do you want to show me some of the exercises that you use?
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I've already got some stuff in mind. We'll do an all-over body workout. We'll start with a cross trainer for CV, gets your heart pumping, it burns fat, and it gets your joints moving. Then we'll do a squat and press, works big muscle groups, so your heart is working even harder. It increases your metabolism, and it's working all of your muscles for general toning. And then we'll do some ab stuff, just to give you that nice, flat, toned stomach.
Brilliant. Let's do it.
And so what we're going to do is just 1 minute at a moderate pace, so that's above 65 RPM. You can see your speed is just here. Once that minute is completed, when your time gets to 1 minute here, you're going to pick it up to above 85 revolutions per minute. Okay, so you've got just about 40 seconds left at that speed. So the first exercise I'm going to show you, I call them baby crunches, and it's just a tiny crunch. If you go all the way up, you start to work muscles that aren't in your stomach. So a lot of people do sit-ups like this. If you come all the way up, then you're working muscles in your legs known as your hip flexors. So what I do is I tell people to put their hands just on their legs like that as a guide, and they're going to crunch up, just creating a curve in the spine, because that's what your abs do, they curve your spine, and back down. Just like that, slow and controlled.
Thanks for showing me some of your exercises, Ashley.
It's not a problem. How did you find it?
Yeah, really well actually, really good. I could feel the muscles going, and I'm probably going to feel it in the morning.
Yeah, definitely will.
Don't be fooled because you only saw a few takes of Monique's exercise there. She didn't actually do a whole routine, did she?
She did so well.
Did she do a whole routine, or was it just bits and...
She did a bit,
But she did well.
Yeah, she did good.
I saw her resting there. Anyway, I just wanted to ask you, Ashley, how are your clients, the first time you meet them, emotionally speaking?
I would say, when they come into the gym, I can speak for a majority of my clients, insecure, they feel awkward. On my course, I was taught to assess body language, defensive body language. They come in, they're sitting in the consultations like this, they're kind of closed up, they're closed in a box, and you can tell that they don't really want to be there.
Okay. Yeah. So it's like they are starting an exercise routine or regime to make them feel better, or because they feel, how can I say? Because some people, for example, beginning of the year, it's like everyone wants to go to the gym. it's this emotion, and then what, after a few days, oh, I don't want to go anymore.
But the change you see in them is not just physical, right? It's do you see a change in them like mentally as well afterwards?
Yeah, I would say the thing that triggers people to go to the gym is never the emotional benefits. It's normally the physical, but then they realize partway through that there are emotional and mental benefits from it. There's three parts to fitness. It's physical, emotional, and mental. And that is it.
So you would say that exercising plays a big part on boosting your energy and your confidence. It's been proven actually that exercising makes you feel happier. I mean, have you heard about it?
Yeah, it does. It releases endorphins. I mean, always when I finish the workout, people that know me can tell I've just done a workout because I'm coming out the gym, I'm happy, I'm energized. The hormones have been released from the exercise that I've done, and people can actually tell.
Yeah, and I think when you're really angry or stressed about something, if you go and you do a workout, usually you feel better afterwards, right?
That works for him. That's why he's asking. He's angry, so I'm going to go for a run. Good for you. Anyway, I just would like to read a comment or two from Facebook, if you don't mind. We were asking today, actually during the week, how important it is to invest in yourself, whether you are single, married, or dating. So someone here called Amel said, it's important to always invest in yourself, whether it be on your appearance or just having time for you, for yourself. To have a healthy relationship, you must feel good about where you are at and about yourself in order to be happy and feel happy. She also says, if you're not happy within yourself, then it shows in your relationship. So I really agree with that.
Yeah. So
there's a lot more.
Yeah, and the thing is, I mean, investing in yourself means that when you're well, when you're happy with yourself, and you meet someone else, you are with someone else, then that person is just going to complement what you already have. You can't go to the person expecting them to make you happy, because it's like Ashley said, when you work out, you feel better. People know that you've been doing a workout because you feel good, right?
Yeah, definitely, and more confident as well, and that limits insecurities, especially in a relationship.
Yeah,
because you know, James, many people, they say, we've heard when we counsel couples, they say, oh, but I want to be happy, I want to be in a relationship. But people have to understand that you are not in a relationship to be happy. You have to already be happy, and the person will just add to your life. You know.
Exactly.
So
we have someone who, after a breakup, after a bad time in their love life, decided to invest in herself as a person. We're going to listen to Lisa's story, and then we'll go to a break, and we'll come back to continue to talk about this. Ashley, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you so much for coming.
We hope to see you soon. Thanks.
Hi, Love Talk. My name is Lisa, and I've seen your comment on Facebook that talks about how important is it for us to invest in ourselves in marriage or after a relationship. Just wanted to make a very quick comment that after I broke up from my first husband, I didn't invest in myself. I went out partying, drinking, trying to forget the situation, didn't really care about myself very much. But then I realized that got me nowhere. So I actually did invest in myself, started to study, started to do things for myself, look at my appearance, take care of my body. And as time went on, I was able to move on into a new relationship, be very happy, and things change. So as to your question, it's very important for us to invest in ourselves all the time, whether we're with someone or without. We always need to take care of ourselves. So thank you. Have a great show. Bye.
Welcome back. So we just saw there the example of Lisa, who went through a rough patch in a relationship, and after that she decided to stop investing in herself. She started damaging her own health and
partying, late nights.
But she turned things around. She woke up to the fact that, you know, it's important that you invest in making yourself a better person and find happiness, and she did that really well.
Yeah, I'm very happy for Lisa. Well, we have another comment on Facebook, and it's Rafi. He says like this. He says, marriage changes women and men a lot. After marriage, your appearance will change, the way you talk, the way you dress, everything in you changes. You become more mature. So that's his opinion. His opinion is that after marriage, you mature, in a sense that everything in you changes. So I still don't think that it's you know, although you get married, things change, kids come along and everything, I still think that it's very, very important for you to take care of yourself.
And the thing is,
That
you know,
never changes.
things do change. You do get more mature, but your appearance doesn't have to change. I'm sure that most women will say when you have children, your body changes, and I agree with that. But the same effort you had before in your appearance, let's talk about
dating, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Going
let's
on
talk
a
about the
date.
mind now. Let's talk about not just the body. You can have the most physically perfect body, because if mentally you are not well as well, you don't have a good mental health. We can say mental health is to do with your well-being, how confident you are. If you don't start and continue to invest in this, then everything else will be affected.
Yeah, everything. That's why many people suffer from depression after broken relationship. Or maybe they are not in a relationship. So they feel like, you know, no one wants me, no one likes me, I'm good for nothing. You know, why would I take care of myself anyway?
Yeah.
So in a relationship or not, I think you should look after yourself.
Yeah. Actually,
for your own sake. I
yeah.
mean,
We went to speak to Dr. Eve to get some advice on nutrition, how you have to look after your health, not just exercising, but looking after what you eat.
Because that has a great influence in how you feel.
Yeah. So let's see what she had to say when we went there for advice last week, and I'm sure that this will benefit you as well.
Yes.
So here we are at Dr. Eve's Nutritional Clinic, and in the whole subject of investing in yourself, we're going to have a little consultation to check how we're eating and how our health is, and the impact that the food you eat have on your long-term health. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, Leonard. How are you doing? James. How are you? I'm all right. Nice to see you guys.
You too.
It's a pleasure. So basically, I sent you a few of the things that I like to eat on a regular basis.
Yeah.
I'm very busy usually, and I have, you know, I'm sure that I'm missing on some nutrients.
Yeah.
But I would like to know your opinion in what I could do to improve, my health and my husband's, because I cook for him.
All right. Yes. Yes. I looked in what you sent me, and I actually analyze to see how much nutrients, what's your calorie intake, whether your diet has too much fat or too much salt, and so on. But in order to process this, I would need to take some of your measurements, like height and weight and age, because all this assessment is done on a person base rather than a general one. Yeah?
Just go.
What I can see that for your level of physical activity and age and measurements, your nutrient intake should be around 2,000 kilocalories. This means recommended nutrient intakes. At the moment, you are doing around 1,500 kilocalories. Your iron intake is slightly down as well. And the reason might be because, in what I analyze, your only source is the meatballs, and you seem to eat quite a lot of chicken. And chicken, although it's a source of protein, is very low in iron.
Okay.
For your snack, if you grab a sandwich, a fruit, an orange juice, and a handful of nuts, you are covered. You have protein, you have omega-3, which everybody says, omega-3 important. Very simple to put it in your diet. Either to eat nuts, not a huge amount, but a handful of nuts, or by doing a salad, a green salad, asparagus, boil an egg, mix with it, put 1 or 2 spoons of sunflower seeds. So you are okay. You've got carb, you've got iron, and you've got omega-3. If you add a glass of juice, job done. So you can absorb all these nutrients you are having from that particular meal.
Okay, Doctor, thank you very much for your time.
for your advice.
And for your advice.
You're welcome. It was really helpful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, you saw that Dr. Eve's advice, but here's a few things you can do to invest in yourself. Let's talk about a few things, Lena. When you read a book, when you study, you are investing in yourself. When you go and you exercise, you're looking after yourself. When you do well in your work, when you succeed in your career, right? I think it's very fulfilling when a person is doing well at work and is promoted.
Especially a man, isn't it? I'm not saying women don't care about that, they do. But it is important indeed also, having me time. Go out with a friend, have an afternoon or maybe even an hour. Pamper yourself, have your nails done, your hair done.
Yeah.
What else?
Going back to the career, which you changed subject very quickly. When you do well at a project that you're doing, you feel awesome. You feel like a lion. That's how I feel. That's how a man feels. If you're a man and when you do well at work, if you don't feel like this, if you say that you don't feel like this, you're lying. Because you feel, when you do well at work, you feel, yes,
I made it.
I made it. you want to do more. You feel like you can take on the world. And that's investing in yourself. But you were saying about the pampering, the nails.
Yeah, because, women nowadays, they have a very hectic lifestyle. Especially those with kids. They've got kids, a career, a house to look after, a husband, themselves. It's a lot. I'm sure they will agree with me.
Yeah.
It's a lot. So you don't really think only about your career. You think about, time out.
Yeah.
You want some time for yourself. That's why I mentioned the pampering, because we love that.
Yeah. Actually, men don't really like these things. Most men, pampering and...
But I tell you what you like. For example, in our case, he says we don't really like pampering, but if I had some me time, he will surely benefit from it.
Yeah.
Why? Because I won't be so stressed out.
Yeah. Actually, right? Lena, you went for some hair pampering.
Yes, and I would like to actually thank Deborah, hairstylist. I went there to treat myself,
If you're a man and you don't really like this pampering thing, bear the next few seconds. But if you're a lady, enjoy the next few seconds where Elena went to get her hair done. We'll be right back.
Hello, as we spoke on the show, we have to invest in ourselves, take care of ourselves. And today I'm here at Deborah Hairstylist to have some me time. So come and join me. I'm going to have some, some hair treatment, anything I like. Okay, follow me. Hi Deborah, how are you? Nice to see you again. So I came to have some me time. Can you show me some of your treatments?
Yeah.
That maybe...
Sit down, let me see your hair. Let's
Thank you.
The color is going to stay the same, but the quality, the shine is going to be more beautiful than your hair. Okay?
I'm looking forward to that.
You deserve.
Thank you. I deserve. Can you hear that?
Right, I want to come back from this video asking my wife a question. What does it make you feel as a woman when you have your hair done, your nails done? How do you feel?
It's very easy for me, because you always have to do your things. You always have to be the one cooking, cleaning, looking after your man, his clothes, you know, everything. So when you go to the hairdresser, it's like someone is doing something for me for a change.
It's not free though, but someone is doing something.
But you know what? Even you mentioned a good point there. Maybe some women at home are saying, "But I can't afford it." Well, I can't afford going there, every week. But I do things myself at home. You know, I have, whenever I can, I put aside an hour, do something for myself, exercise.
But I guess this can draw us to a conclusion that pampering for a woman can do what success for a man does to him. I don't know if that makes sense. Probably the effects are very similar. I think when you invest in yourself as a man and you succeed in your work, you do well at work, you feel like a winner, you feel like a lion, like we said earlier. And the woman, on the other hand, when she's pampered, she feels like someone is looking after her, right?
And also we feel good about ourselves. We feel more beautiful, more relaxed, and therefore you will always gain, right? Because you are the husband. Now, if you have a wife by your side who is so stressed out that even the marriage won't go very well.
So here's what we want to tell you. Whether you are married or single or dating someone, you can never stop putting into the bank of you. Imagine you are a bank. You can never stop investing into that bank, right? Whether it's your education, whether it's your business, your work, and you do well at that, whether it's your health. The more you invest in yourself, the happier you will be as a person. And remember, when you get married, you don't stop being a person that needs to be happy. You were happy before, hopefully, you got married to that person, and you need to be happy afterwards. And if you keep investing in you as a person, you will be helping for that happiness to continue. Of course, you do need to invest in your marriage also, in your partner, in your children, but never forget that no matter how much you invest in these people, you are a part of that team. And if you invest everything you have in your children and in your partner, and you forget about yourself, whether you're a man or a woman, then one side of that team is going to be weak, and you can't afford that to happen. Join us next week for another Love Talk. But before you go, I'm going to give you some homework. Go to our Facebook page, which is Love Talk Show. So facebook.com/Love Talk Show, and tell us what you did over these last few days after watching this program in order to invest in yourself. Did you start working out? Did you start studying a new course? Did you do something different? Let us know. It's always good to know that you who are watching this program are benefiting from what we are talking about.
And also, should you have any questions, you can always email us at lovelab.lovetalkshow.tv.
Until next time, have a wonderful night.